Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, friends. Time for Movie Monday with Jody, Brechbill, Stampin' Queen. If you are on with me, come on in, give me a like or a love, comment. Let me know that you guys are here. If you are new and viewing for the first time, welcome. If you're catching the replay, just comment replay so that I can come back and say hi to you guys. So while we have some friends coming on, just wanted to give you guys a quick reminder to make sure that you're signed up for the free virtual card making event celebrating World Card Making Day. That's right, you guys. We have our own holiday and it is coming up soon. The first Saturday of October is always World Card Making Day, and Stampin' Up! Is going to host a virtual event for absolutely free, and this is for everyone. So I'm just trying to put the word out because not much in this world is free, right, you guys? And this is something that Stampin' Up! Is doing, which is super fun. And you need to register if you want to get the information sent to you, right? So you don't have to register. You can just hop on and view it. But if you register, you're going to make sure that you get all the links and everything where you need to sign up. You are going to get a supply list that tells you what you need to have with you. And we are going to focus on 3 different bundles. One is the Circle Sayings bundle, one is Earth and Textures, and one is Heartfelt Hexagon. So if you have any questions about that, message me and let me know. It is, I believe, I don't want to say the time because I'm East Coast and some of you guys may be West Coast or Central. And so we may have different times, but it is Mountain Time. It is going to take place Mountain Time. And I will put a link in this video. So if you're seeing this and you want more information about World Card Making Day, just scroll down to the description and I will have the link in there so that you can find all of the details. It will be recorded, so you will be able to watch it later. But it is going to be leaving all business at the door. Trust me when I say, even though this is put on by Stampin' Up, you are not going to feel like it is a sales push, okay? It's just getting us together globally to do something that we love, and that is card making. So if you have any questions, comment, let me know. Also, you can check the link, and let's get started with some stamping. So today we're going to work with something that I have not had out in quite a while. I have a bit of a glare here, you guys. Because we have had some gray weather here in PA, and it is there's not a lot of sun, and so it's been a very wet, rainy weekend. If you're on the East Coast, I know you guys are feeling me, but it was a perfect weekend for stamping. I was in my studio all weekend stamping and creating because it has just been so wet and gray and rainy. So I've got lights on today, and you're going to see some shadow. So we're going to work with So Very Merry. This is actually a really cute stamp, standalone. It does work with the 2 3/8 circle punch, but it doesn't have a set of dies that go with it. I am actually using this for my Stamp-A-Stack, my Christmas card Stamp-A-Stack this week. And if you join me Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, you will see the cards that we created with this. So when you look at it like this, it may not be one that jumps out and grabs you. It was not one that jumped out and grabbed me, but I did get it because I really liked this little ho-ho down here. And I thought, doesn't he look fun to color? So it actually is something that is made to kind of look like stained glass. And that's kind of a pretty different style that we have. And so I did grab this one. It is an online exclusive. So if you're looking for the stamp set in any catalog, you will not find it. It is solely online, which I will link my online store down below if you are interested in checking this one out. But what I was telling you that I got out, that I had to get the dust off of, are these bad boys. My watercolor pencils. I know some of you guys have them. Comment and tell me if you guys have watercolor pencils and haven't really used them in quite some time. I'm the first one to get in line. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a different, I don't want to even say it's a technique. It's just a different way of coloring that we are going to give this angel a little bit of color. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to kick off with a piece of Crumb Cake cut 4 1/4 by 11. So I will make sure you guys have dimensions. Once this video is done, you'll be able to see them. So if you want to create this card, you don't have to rewatch and quickly write down information. I have posted them for you. I have a piece of Mossy Meadow, and we're going to use some of my favorite designer series paper, and that is the One Horse Open Sleigh. So I've got a couple pieces here, and we're going to use the patterned background instead of the scene background. So we're going to add those pieces with a little bit of our seal. Oh my, this is really hard for me to see today. My light is not quite bright enough, but that's okay. We're going to make do. Make sure my trees are going the same way. I don't want to have upside down trees. That would be a no-no. So I'm just going to put those two along the edge, and then I'm going to come in and add this one in the middle. And there should just be a little bit of green showing through, not much. But before I do that, I do want to stamp my sentiment. I should show you the sample. Here's what we are creating. So I'll lay that one there so you guys can kind of take a peek at it. I'm going to use Pebbled Path for this one and stamp the Peace and Joy right on that designer series paper. Just a tiny little bit of green popping through there. I could trim that down if I wanted to see a little bit more, but it's fine for now. I'm going to work with it. While I have that open, let's go ahead and stamp our angel. So yes, I am using Pebbled Path and Crumb Cake. And let her sit a moment while we add some linen thread. So we're just going to wrap this around our card front here. I'm trying to get an idea of where that circle is going to go. So I'm going to come down just a little bit lower. Tack that around the back. That's a little longer than I need. So I'm going to trim that off and add a second piece here. Always tack it around the back because I don't like to waste my ribbon or my thread where no one can see it, right? But add some adhesive there to make sure those bad boys stay. And then we can add this to our card base. Okay, so that's it for now. We're going to set that aside and we're going to do our little bit of coloring here. So the colors that I got out are Old Olive, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, and White. That's what makes those angel wings really, really pop. So I'm going to do some quick coloring here of the edge. So hopefully you guys are not going to be too bored watching me color. Now, one of the things with the watercolor pencils is that you can just do a little bit of scribble, and then you can come in with either a blender pen, one of the wet pens that we have, or one of the aqua painters or water pens that have the barrel that's full of water. And you can kind of go over this and it will actually bleed the color together to almost give you a watercolor look. Today, I'm using them just as they are for just straight up colored pencils, right? So I am going to be careful and go in and actually color in and make nice solid images here. And so this is Old Olive that I'm going around and creating the border. I need to make a note to myself, and maybe I should just have them out on my desk. They're in one of my cupboards, these pencils. So now we're going to do some yellow, and this is kind of where the stained glass is. So I'm just going to quickly go over this. I can always go in and add more, but I just want to give you the idea of how I created this using the colored pencils. If you stop back on Wednesday, so right now you're on my YouTube channel. Every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern, I am on my YouTube channel showing you lots of stamping fun. And then on Wednesdays, I'm on my Facebook and my YouTube channel. So Wednesdays at 10 Eastern. If you come back, I'm going to show you 5 different cards using this particular stamp set, the So Very Merry. So you do want to stop back and check those out and see what we created in class. So now the hard part is trying to figure out which part is her dress. So I'm just kind of taking a peek here to make sure that I have colored the background. There's really, if you mess up, it's not really going to matter too much if you think some part is a dress and some part is a background. Not a biggie, not a biggie. So you can go back in and you can really make that darker if you want. Okay, I might go back in and fill that a little bit, but can you see how it's really starting to pop? Let's add some brown for her hair. This is Early Espresso. And I'm going to leave her dress as it is. So it's going to be a crumb cake dress because I really want the main focus to be her wings. And those are done with the white colored pencil. So I'm just going to go in here and just color her wings. Hopefully it's showing on the camera how much those wings really start to pop once you've colored them white. Now, if you do not have the watercolor pencils, what else could you use? If you have the white craft ink, you could use a blender pen, not a Stampin' Blend. Don't get confused between a blender pen and the Stampin' Blends. A blender pen is just looks like a pen with 2 ends that are wet. So they have no color in them. So you could use those. You could use a blender pen and the white craft ink. That would work as well if you want to get her wings white like this. And the darker you go, the more you push, the more pencil will get on there. Okay, isn't that cool? Isn't that awesome? I love that look. Love it, love it. So now, easy peasy mac and cheesy, we're just going to take our 2 3/8 circle punch that out, add her to our card with some dimensionals. And that, you guys, is a quick and easy but very wow look using the good old watercolor pencils. There we go. Final step is we're going to add a bow along the side here. So I can just thread that in. And we're going to add, this is linen thread. I don't know if I had said that earlier, but yeah, using some linen thread. So we're sticking with kind of this neutral look. All right. And then we'll add a couple little gems here to wrap it up. Bada bing, bada boom. We have a gorgeous angel using the watercolor pencils. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm here every Monday, so you can hit the subscribe button, and then when the little bell pops up, you can change your notifications so that whenever I am on, you will receive an alert so that you never miss anything. So make sure to stop back Wednesday. I'll be on YouTube. I'll also be on Facebook at 10 a.m. Eastern time with a little bit more showcasing So Very Merry. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Have a wonderful week. Catch you on Wednesday.